With the 3.3 patch, Elite Dangerous have gotten a dedicated mission server. That means that board hopping is no longer available, but that does not mean that we cannot make some decent credits. We all strive for the best possible gaming experience, but the importance of a good quality chair is often underestimated. SerectLab produces some of the most comfortable and high quality gaming chairs you can get, so upgrade your commander chair today and fly in style and comfort worthy of the Imperial Cutter. Follow the link in the video description to their store, type in your height, your weight, and it will tell you which chairs fit you for the best possible seating experience. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous with Down to Earth Astronomy. It's time to have a look at another money-making method, and today's method revolves around passenger missions. Now, if you are sick and tired of passenger missions, I do have other methods coming up that I'm looking into that need to be tested and verified in the live build. But they are coming up in the future, so stay tuned to the channel for those coming out in hopefully not the too distant future. Also, at the end of the video, I have some information about a giveaway that I'm running, and more giveaways coming in the rest of the year, actually. So also stay tuned for that at the end of this video. So the mission server not only removes board hopping, it also reduces the mission spawn time from 15 minutes to 10 minutes, meaning you will get a refresh of the mission board a lot quicker. Also, mission payout increased by 10% across the board. All this means that we now have to try and find places where we can take less missions at a time, but we can complete them faster, so we can get back hopefully within those 10 minutes, so just above those 10 minutes, so that we have a fresh mission board when we are back. So if we look at the passenger missions in Robigo, which is what this whole method is about today. Previously, I did a video where I showed it from House's Reach, which is the large dockable station. A lot of people also said they could get good results from Robigo Mines. No doubt about it with this new server that Robigo Mines is definitely the way to go now. Because it's a medium-sized station, we can only bring a medium-sized ship, or small of course, meaning we can have less missions at the same time, but because it's closer to the star, it's a lot quicker to get in and out, meaning the runs overall is definitely a lot quicker. So therefore, running passenger missions from Robigo Mines have actually increased a small buff in this patch. But now I'm just quickly going to run through the method so you know what you need to do. And then I'm going to show you a very quick overview of the ship build I'm using, and then we're going to have a look at that giveaway at the end of the video. So the first thing you have to do is to make your way out to Robigo, which is like way out here, outside. You see the bubble in here, so it's a fair distance outside the bubble. In Robigo, you're gonna get the right system map here. There we go. We're gonna dock at Robigo Mines, which you can see is the medium station closest to the star. Do remember that the missions we're looking at here are exploration missions. That means if you're not exploration elite, if you're not fully allied with the factions and system, you will see a lower payout. I cannot stress this enough. If you're not exploration elite, if you're not fully allied, you will see lower payout. Keep that in mind. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the passenger lounge. Here we go. And we're going to look for missions that goes to Sirius atmospheric. And I'm normally taking missions up to like 2.5 million and up. And then I would take missions over 2 million and then go down slowly as I fill up my ship. Now we're just going to keep an eye on the time here. It is about, I'm actually going to write this down. We're coming up on 22:32 right on time here. And I'm just going to begin picking up missions. So something here, Sirius atmospheric, 3.9 million. Gonna pick that, and then I'm gonna pick the smallest possible cabin they can be in. This place, they can only be in our first class cabins. And basically just gonna run through here, find the highest paying missions, pick those up, and fill up my cabins. And there we go. About a minute later, my cabins are now full, and I'm ready to head out to Sothis. And as soon as we are in system, we're going to head either towards Planet 5 or New Holm Station. It's really up to you, but head in that general direction. You might not be able to see Sirius atmospheric just yet, but when you get within 1,000 light seconds, you will be. Once we are at Sirius atmospheric, we're going to drop in, going to target the beacon, and while it's scanning, we are going to set our destination back towards Robigo. Once we've done that, we're going to wait for the scan to complete, and then we're going to charge up our frame to drive and go back where we came from. And back on the hangar, all we need to do now is just to hand in our missions. And we're just going to quickly go note, sitting at 4,109,000,000. And that is the last mission. We look at the time, we can see we spent a total of 12 minutes, which I think is pretty average. And if we look at the credits made, we made about 24, just shy of 24 million. This was a really good run. I would say you're probably going to expect around 20 million per run. So 12 minutes per run gives us 5 runs per hour. 20 million per run is round about 100 millions every hour. It is fairly straightforward. I just quickly want to run over the build that I'm using here. I'll post a link so you can do a more detailed look at it if you want. No hardpoints, no utility mounts. For the core internals, I'm pretty much spec'd for range. The important thing for your builds here is you have at least 30 light years of jump range. That means you can take the jump to the mission system in just 2 jumps. And that's going to speed up your runs quite significantly. So I'm running a 2-way power plant, A-rated for the heat efficiency, 5D thrusters unengineered, trying to keep engineering as low as possible, frameshift drive, obviously engineered for range, increased range and mass management. I've lightweighted a 4D light support, come here, and a 4D sensor. Power distributor, I think the only thing they had when I fitted this was a 5D power distributor. You can go with other stuff you want here. You go with you have a little bit of headroom here, so you could go with a bigger power distributor so you could boost. Or you can go with the even smaller one if you have some problems with your range. So yeah, do what you want with the power distributors, but the interesting is of course the optional internals. Here we're fitting pure passenger cabins. The important part is that the missions will give you a maximum of 8 passengers. So that means you take the best quality cabin you can get that holds 8 passenger slots. So for the class 6s, that's the first class, so you can see 12 passengers. When we go down to class 5, we have to downgrade to business class in order to get over 8 passenger slots. Getting down to class 4 and lower, we're running economy. And even though that these don't hold 8, there are still some missions that require less passengers. And even something like this, a small 2E economy class that only holds 2 passengers, that thing alone can still yield you around 1.2 million for a good mission. And if you do that 5 times an hour, that's still going to be 6 million that one slot down here is going to yield you per hour. So that's going to be a significant boost in your payout. So even the smaller slots fit those. No shields, no nothing. You don't need to fit a fuel scoop. You should have enough fuel to get to the destination and back. It's not that far. So before we talk about the giveaways, I just quickly want to ask you guys to consider subscribing to the channel. It would really mean a lot to me. I have a lot of good content coming up. So if you're interested in Elite Dangerous, I promise you that you will not be disappointed. But for the giveaways, I am every week for the rest of 2018, I'm giving away a gaming mice every single week. I'll post a link for this week's giveaway in the description. And the new links will be announced on Hello Dave, which is my weekly news vlog that I post every Monday on this channel. There, the new links for that week will be announced and we'll put in the description of that video. So stay tuned for that if you want a chance to win yourself some extra Christmas presents from Logitech. But that's going to be it for today. A little longer than usual, but I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.